Hi, my name is Caleb. I am a flight attendant based here in the city of Montreal, Canada. I've been working in this industry for about 5 years now, since November 2018, when I did my initial training. I've been doing a lot of reflecting about my experience with this job. I just wanted to maybe share 5 reasons I believe that may convince you to work in this industry, and also maybe 5 reasons that will convince you not to work in this industry. Again, there are obviously more reason than that, but I did a little bit of reflecting and it came out with some things. Number one, you get free travel with your airline, with your company. For example, if I travel to LA, to San Francisco, if I go to Paris or London, whether I'm there from 1 day to 5 days, the company covers the cost of the hotel, so it always feels like a mini vacation if I'm there more than 2 days. And you also get per diem. Per diem, it's like expenses that is added to your pay for lunch, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And sometimes some of the hotel, they have free breakfast for the crew, so you get a lot of cool perks that is added just being a flight attendant. Number two, you get great travel benefit. And I know I am based here in Montreal, Canada. Traveling in Canada can be quite expensive, so I feel very lucky, very blessed. So if I have 4 or 5 days off, I want to go to Miami, I want to go to Orlando or New York, which is just an hour away. It doesn't cost me as much. I can just decide in the spur of the moment and I'm gonna travel. So you get great travel benefit. Number three, you have a flexible work schedule. Prior to me working in this industry, I work for a financial institution, and usually you work Monday to Friday and you have Saturday, Sunday off, but flying is a bit different. For the month of February 2024, I have 12 days off. I can decide when I do my schedule. I work 6 days straight and I had 5 days off. You can kind of play around with your schedule, and that gives you more freedom to maybe work a part-time job and maybe work on other passion, other projects. You have flexible work schedule. You don't have to work 5 days in a row. You are pretty much in control of your schedule on how you make it fit your life. Number four is working with different crew. I know sometimes when you work in an office, you may not get along with your coworkers, but the good thing about this job, if for some reason I'm working in and I don't get along with someone and our energy we just don't match, I don't have to worry about seeing this person again. I may never fly with them again, or it might take a couple of years again before we fly together. So I like the idea of working with different captains, different crew, and if there's a crew member that you fly with and you get along with, and the next time you fly together, you just get super excited. So I just love the idea of working with different crew on almost every. Number five is you get free crew meal. For example, when I do Montreal to London, Montreal to Paris, there is a crew meal that is given to me for going and come back. In addition, you also get little perks, discount at duty free. If I go and buy something like a fragrance or perfume at the airport, you get additional discount just for me. So guys, we're gonna talk about the not fun part. The 5 reasons I believe may convince you not to be a flight attendant. The first one on my list is the pay. The pay is just not good. The first year, I was so broke. The first year, I'm not even joking. When I left the bank, I think I made between 33,000 and 35,000. And my first year flying, by the end of 2019, I barely made $28,000. I'm not even joking. I was so broke. Many times I had to borrow money from my brother. I had to borrow money from my sister. The only reason I didn't quit this job the first year is because my rent was like dirt cheap. I wasn't paying that much, but people that have mortgages, that have car payment, student loan, first year they end up quitting the job once they realize the pay is just not good. Number two is not having a set schedule. There's a strong chance your first year working in this industry that you will be on call. It just means you just don't know where you will be flying. So crew scheduling could call you at 3 a.m. and then for you to show up for 6 a.m. For a flight leaving at 7 a.m. So if you live far and it's kind of hard to kind of plan in advance your trip, I know my first 3 months, they were so difficult because they kept calling me at 3 in the morning and I didn't have a car back then. I ended up taking an Uber because I was just so afraid of being fired because I was on probation. I ended up buying a car because I was just so nervous that crew scheduling will call me at the wee hours of the morning just to show up for an earlier flight. Number three, it is for my pet lovers out there. I love dogs with all my heart. I want to have a golden retriever so bad. It is my dream dog, but because of this job and I'm constantly traveling, 1 week I'm in London, 1 week I'm in Paris, I'm in LA, I'm in New York, I am all over the place. So owning a pet is extremely difficult because I live alone and I don't have a current partner right now. But maybe if you live with your parents, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, maybe they might be able to babysit your dog for you. But for me, I find it extremely difficult, not able to own a dog. Maybe if I have a partner in the future, I might get my dream dog, my golden retriever. Number four, we're gonna talk about relationship. Pretty much your love life is gonna be pretty much non-existent the first year, unless prior to you joining this industry, you had a boyfriend or girlfriend, husband and wife. And this is something you need to sit down and talk to your partner, talk to your husband, talk to your wife to let them know that, okay, I may be gone for 3 days, 5 days out of the week. So this person need to be okay with you being gone for that long because you are not able to play around with your schedule as much because you are on call, because you don't have a set schedule. So I found it was harder for me. The love life was pretty much non-existent the first year. Number five, I want to talk about loneliness. There's a lot of loneliness working in this industry. Again, I'm very lucky, very blessed to be able to go to London, to Paris, Casablanca, New York, LA, all those amazing destinations. But guess what? For Christmas and New Year, I don't want to be in LA. I don't want to be London. I want to be with my family. And just for example, this year, 2024, I did a flight Montreal to Edmonton. It was a red eye on top of that, Edmonton back to Montreal. And I was a little bit sad because I don't want to be flying on New Year. I want to be with my family. And I was lucky to see last year for Christmas, I was able to be with my family. But it's just, as I said, there's like so much you need to sacrifice of your personal life, your personal happiness for the first few years at least, until you gain a little bit of seniority to be able to have these times. Also, there's like so much for you to consider with this job. I am not paid for boarding, I am not paid for delay. There's so much that happened that I have to deal with, but then again, I see the big picture. I know why I joined this industry. If you join this industry because of the travel benefit, there's a 80-90% chance that you're gonna quit your first year because there's so much that you have to deal with that people don't know. But then again, you have to see the big picture. Hi guys, so I hope you enjoyed this video and that I was able to share some lights and give you some inside scoop about this industry. If you enjoyed this video, maybe share it with someone that's thinking about working in this industry. Please like and subscribe, and I can't wait to catch up with you on the next layover. Bye for now. Peace.